Let's talk about growth. Let's talk about what it feels like. Let's talk about what the symptoms are. Let's talk about what it does to you. Let's talk about even in the midst of everything that you've got going well, the accomplishments that you have, that you all of a sudden find yourself not really happy or something's missing or there's an aching inside of you. Did you know that growth can feel that way? It can feel like an aching or a need or a longing for, or even a hunger like you need food. You can experience hunger pains from actually wanting to grow. This is the conspiracy that happens to you that you don't even know about, that is happening all the time. You are a very evolved spiritual being. You decided to come here into this reality to actually experience things. One, because they say we were bored. I'm not quite sure that I buy that. In a perfect world, maybe it would feel like boring to us where everything is about love. I think that we came here to experience growth. And growth can manifest itself or make it be known in a lot of different ways. Some of them are that there's just an aching or a longing. Some of it is that you may feel like you're missing something in your life. You don't know what it is. You can't quite put your finger on it. And it is so frustrating to be in that place. Ask me how I know that. Now, after years of doing this work for myself and years of doing this work for thousands and thousands of you, clients and people that are hungry, people that are knowing I've got to move forward. I can't stay here. I can't just live this life that I'm living. I'm happy, but I'm not happy. What is wrong with me? Just the need to grow. That's all it is. You have a need to progress that is built into you and is part of the conspiracy that I tell people about. You are in a conspiracy to grow. And the entire universe and every single thing in this physical plane is here to help you. I will tell you that yesterday I was trying to get home from Florida. I had been with Jan and Peter, who, if you've read my book, The Inmate and the Medium, the 4th chapter is written about Jan and Peter. And here I am. That was, 2013 when I met them. Here I am in 2022. And I am in their home and I am seeing all of these people who came to visit me for a reunion. It was a blissful time. And then yesterday morning I get to the airport and Silver Airways, without any notice, canceled my flight. And then I had to finagle my way to get home. Instead of getting home at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I got in bed at 2 a.m. I'm exhausted this morning. But in the process of that going wrong and me having to rebook and looking at the cost of flying first day, it was either $1,000 or it was going to cost me 90,000 points. And I don't know how many of you have points, but a normal flight internationally is only about 75,000 points one way. So to get home, in order to do what I needed to do here and fulfill my responsibilities, I was caught in Orlando. And so I used that time to grow. And so I started asking the questions, what is this about? Help me to get a new flight booked. I'm not alone. I don't have to freak out. I surrender to where I am in this process, and I'm going to use it to grow. Did you know that I went to a restaurant and they didn't have the service, so I left and went to another one. The reason that I went to the other one was because I was supposed to see that one of those little on-site fast spa things, there was a guy there that I was supposed to meet that was supposed to help me with something that I've had in my shoulder for years, since 2019. And he reached that. So I want you to know that when you have this need to grow, you can use every single thing in your life as an instigator, because it is. It is instigating. Are you paying attention? Are you listening? Are you growing? For those of you who are hearing this YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. The more of you subscribe, the more I want to give you as free content. Let me know. Subscribe to my email list. Right now, I am offering, if you subscribe to the email list, you can ask me one question. And as you're intuitive, I will give you that answer if you subscribe. I don't know for those of you who look in the future if I will still be doing that, but if you see that prompt, go for it. I will give you a personal answer. Also, there's a class that I'm offering on June the 28th, 2022. Don't worry if you missed it. You can actually buy this class on my website. And it is going to give you and is giving you 5 tangible ways that you can grow where you are. You do not have to change. You do not have to get in alignment. You do not have to move. You do not have to wait. You do not have to shift things. You do not have to set things up in a different way in order to grow. Unbeknownst to you, you are growing all the time. I know that some of you may feel like you're taking 15 steps forward and then you pull back 25 steps. I used to call it backsliding because that's what the Southern Baptist Church called it. I felt like I was moving forward. I felt like I was, accomplishing something and getting somewhere. And then all of a sudden I'd feel like I was backwards and I was beginning again. And I was having to learn the same concepts and principles over and over again. I hate to tell you this, but that's the way you grow. I remember saying to God and the universe, you've told me that 15 times now. Why can't I get it? And I would hear, Tammy, that's the way every single one of you as human beings learn. It's how you grow. When you hear things repetitiously, then eventually one day it takes root. It's like the growing and planting of the seed and cleaning the ground and putting the rows and planting the seeds and then watering them and then weeding them. Did you know that's happening in you all the time? And it is all about your growth. Come to the class if this is before June the 28th at 7 to 9 Eastern Daylight Time in the United States, or you can buy the class later. I am so happy to have you join me. I know that every single one of you have an innate need to grow because I know that's why you're here. You came here to overcome. You came here to accomplish things. And unbeknownst to you, you have the tools, no matter what scenario you find yourself in right now. You have the tools inside of you to grow, to overcome. And here's the good news. This is the reward, and this is why I keep doing the work. The rewards. Once I accomplish something, once I overcome it, once I get into a really good place, then things run smoothly and miracles happen and my manifestation becomes immediate. And do you know why? Because I'm in alignment. And if I know how to do that, I know how to help you get in that space because I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn directly from God, from the universe, how to do this. I didn't have a physical teacher. Have I had some mentors? Yes, but they've all been temporary because the main mentor is the connection between heaven and earth and me in between. That holy connection. You all are connected. You all are that holy trinity of spirit, mind, and body. And when you understand how this works, when you grow to the point that you know how to do it, and you don't have those missing pieces, and you know exactly, just like I did at the airport yesterday, go within and find out what's going on here. And how can I use it? And what can I learn from this? And I got rewards because I did that. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Believe me, I'm hard-headed. I wasn't an easy student. God had to repeat things to me 1,000 times sometimes for me to get it. But if I can get it, so can you. I love you all. Sign up for my email, sign up for my classes, and let me know how you're doing with these videos.